and welcome to Healthy Hibernation in Ontario. Today is day 3. I have 3 health hacks for you, starting with the biological, and it's all about belly breathing. So when we are stressed, we tend to breathe in the chest, and it's sort of a function of that fight or flight response that we have in fearful or anxiety type situations. And when we're in a situation where stress is chronic, we get into the habit of breathing in our chest all day long and never fully using the capacity of our breath and breathing down into the belly. And that is the kind of breathing that promotes the rest and digest kind of system. And, that's where the healing happens. That's where the restoration happens. That's where, your body regulates again. So I encourage you to do the practice of breathing beyond your, consciously go beyond your chest down into your belly. And for me, it's helpful to think of a baby. So babies tend to, if you watch a baby breathe, you see their belly expand and contract and lightly float up and down. And so if you can kind of picture that while you're trying to breathe down into your belly, it may help you to create some ease and move into the belly breathing. So that's the biological. The psychological is all about maladaptive or distorted thoughts. And this is a concept of CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy. But I think most people can relate to the idea of distorted thinking. And it creeps up on us. We don't necessarily know that we're doing it, but if we start to pay attention to the language that we're using, we might tend to use statements like should statements, or it's always like this, or like all or nothing statements, or catastrophizing. So catastrophizing is understandable at a time when we're in a state of emergency. We might, be scared to go outside or to do certain things because everything is a disaster. We're being told that it's a disaster right now. But, think about the way that you are talking and the way that you're interacting and the things that you need to do in your day. And consider whether you're actually turning, this state of emergency into a constant mindset so that you can't, necessarily make breakfast without thinking it's going to end up, disastrous. So compartmentalize that and say, okay, we're in a state of emergency. We're doing what we can, in response to that, but not everything is a catastrophe in my life today. So just kind of bring some awareness to the language that you're using and the thoughts that you're thinking, and allow yourself some space to think slightly different thoughts, or healthier thoughts, or choose alternative thoughts that may serve you better. So that's the psychological. And the social is just about this idea of judgment. And certainly at a time when, we're being asked to stay home and there's new rules and new legal or law enforcement around that, we can start to point the finger at people and say, you're not doing this right, you're putting me at risk, you should be behaving this way or you should be doing that. But ultimately, we don't know somebody else's story and what they're going through and why they're doing what they're doing. We can only control ourselves. So if we can kind of adopt the mindset that you do you, I'll do me, we'll all do our best, just assume that the other person has good intentions and try not to lash out. That doesn't help anybody. So, just try to do the best that you can and model healthy behavior for other people. So that's the social, non-judgment. The psychological being investigating those maladaptive thoughts and maybe choosing alternative thoughts. And the biological being, use that full capacity of breath, do the belly breathing. So I hope those are helpful for you, and have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.